dun 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 dun. Ba da 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 da. And where's the game? Why isn't it on the live stream? Where's the? There it is. Okay. Welcome everybody back to Planet Coaster. I am here with another cool live stream, and my name is Joe from JLW Games, and today we are on an awesome, another cool, epic episode of building a realistic coaster. I've changed my setup a little bit in the background, and if you haven't noticed, I'm gonna look at it. I've been working on this. It's a work in progress right now. It's not completely done. So I got my JLW Games light over there, and I got a bunch of other nerdy crap over there that has stuff to do with roller coasters. Not done yet. I have a lot more stuff to put back there. So that way, the background's pleasing to see. I'm also going to add the soundproof foam a little bit all the way around the sign, so it looks a little bit more pleasing. I also got LED lights that I'm working on too, so hopefully I can set those up awesomely like so, because they actually have different colors. If you look, I can do that, I can do green, I can do blue, I can do yellow, I can do that yellow, I can do hot purple pinkish or whatever color that is. I can make a strobe light. I can make it strobe really fast. I can do that, or I can do smooth. It'll change different colors, I think. I think that's what that one is. Yeah, so, but for now, I'm going to keep it on the fade. Because the fade's really cool, because it like pulses. It's actually really cool. So, enough about that. It's really, really neat, and it didn't cost me all that much either. So, the LED lights were only like $17 for a strip of them. So that was kind of cool. This is look. I'm just again, it's a work in progress, and it's just to keep make the background a little bit more fun for you guys. So that way it's not a icky background and stuff. It actually looks cool. So that's the idea of that. So when we what we did on our last episodes, we built this awesome RMC coaster. It's got a little bit of spots that we need to probably work up on, but that's okay. So, you missed last stream. What have I been doing? What we did was actually build the layout of this epic, awesome roller coaster, which I'm going to go ahead and ride right now. We might still make some adjustments on it, but for right now... Oh, gosh. Let me get out of that. Let me go to the beginning and do this. Okay. Wait, I closed it. Shouldn't you start over? There we go. Now you're good to go. Now we do this. So for the folks that haven't seen the POV, here it goes. And we are about to add a crap ton of scenery to make this even more realistic looking. So it's a nice little RMC. The layout's really cool. I used a lot of the advanced smoothing method to add heartline rolls and everything like that. It still needs a little bit of work and some spots, but overall, I thought the layout turned really cool. It's a really strong layout, I think. And it looks really cool. It resembles Steel Vengeance just a little bit, but it's definitely a lot smaller than Steel Vengeance. See, you got this little barrel roll drop. Then we go up into this other roll. Another turn. See, it's a little jagged on that drop there, and then we have this airtime hill. Then we have this turn. Now we're in high-speed ejector mode. Followed by this awesome wave turn. And we're going to bank outwards. We're going to bank back to the right. We're going to go hopping up and down a little bit. We're going to go down, left, left, and right, and then do a barrel roll finale into the brake run. So it's not too bad. It's actually pretty smooth. That's cool. So what we're going to be starting with while we're doing this is we're going to work on the station. And that's the first thing we're going to do. I'm also going to create a little bit of a transfer track area, probably over here. I think that will work just fine. So let's do that. Let's get started. And we're going to start building on the section grid. So let's get going. And this is going to be cool. Alright, I can't see because my laptop's not. I'm going to adjust laptop over just a little bit so I can see my screen. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to start off with is let's have this wooden platform right here. I'm actually going to turn the grid size off. Alright, of course you would do that. Come on now. Alright, so the grid size is down. So I can pretty much place this wherever the heck I want. That way, those are like that. And we can make it even. Okay, so we're just going to duplicate this, not there, but right there. And that will look, that would be good. And now we're going to use this piece. I like doing this for like wooden, nice wooden stations, is actually use this piece right here. Kind of like a cover for this texture. Just kind of like that. I think I'll keep that the way it is. And we are just going to place this all the way down to the end. Alright, so, oops. Deselect those and we'll do Control X. And that way we can speed up the process a little bit. Alright, and I can delete that. And that is pretty much perfect, except now we're just going to copy it to the other side of the dock area. And we're just going to cover it up with this texture here because I like the way it looks. And my goodness, what is going on? Why does my laptop keep crashing with this? My laptop's just every time I watch the stream, it keeps crashing. The video does. I don't know why. What is the theme of this coaster? Yes. That's the answer. Yes. Okay. Okay. I don't really have much of a theme yet for the coaster as of right now. Because my goal is mainly to build a nice, realistic-looking coaster. The theme should be steampunk. Oh, I kind of want to try steampunk now. I like that idea. Oh. Just have, like, gears everywhere. Oh, I like that idea. Thank you for that suggestion. I think I might actually try that now. What would a steampunk look like? I think it would be like, it's more like wood with a lot of gears, everything. That would be cool. So we're gonna have a lot of gears everywhere and just like a lot of props and stuff. So I wanna kind of theme it around that. That's gonna be cool. That was a nice idea. So we're gonna go with steampunk. I'll let you guys kind of decide a storyline and theme to it, or name, or storyline to it a little bit. I kind of want to go with this wood, but I might use a cover, or cover it up later on with some other texture. So this is just going to be the kind of like gray boxing, as some people call it. So that's what we're going to call it right now, just so we can get the shape of how the station is going to look. We're not stealing Twisted Colossus's theme. Wait, that has a theme? That's my answer to that. There we go. That will cover up that, and then we can place it on this side as well. And that is looking good. Kind of want to cover up the sides here. On this side. I think I put that in the wrong spot. It's hard to see. I probably should have done this one first. So I can't hardly see it. Where is it? It is right there. Alright, I think that will work right there. I still have to do the other side, though. Alright, so we can go here, and then we just gotta move it back one. That makes it simple. There we go. And that looks good. That's a nice little base for the station. Good question. Will I work on the Six Flags park again? That's a good question. I've been debating whether to go back to that or not. Again, that wasn't meant to be a series or anything. It was just kind of like a fun experimentation. And a lot of people seem to like it. So I might head back into it. I still have the park file. Nothing's happened to it. So it might be a thing that might come back. If I feel like bringing it back. It had something good going for it, definitely. Okay, so we're getting this nice looking structure here. I didn't want to put that there. There we go. I always try to create kind of like the outline of the building. Kind of get the shape that I'm going for it. And then I like to create a nice, beautiful, kind of like a, create the skeleton for the roof. And that will actually be inside. So what we're going to do, I don't know why I clicked out of that. We're going to find a roof. I think we're going to go ahead and use like the iron roof here. So I use these as a guide. I use my roof as a guide. Like that. And then we go back into the wood pieces. And we will go back to this piece. Or go to this piece. And then I try to match the wood color as best as I can with the other one here. There we go. And the first thing we're going to do is build this across. Now we're going to build this all the way we want it. And then we're just going to copy it a billion times to the other end. So that's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to want to build, let's turn the height off. Build these up to where they connect with the roof. I will probably create just a couple of extra ones here with these to make sure it looks like it's nice and supported. So we'll put these in between here. And those over here. That way we are good. Alright, those are looking good. And now we're going to create the slanted pieces here as well. At 45-degree angle. I don't know if this is going to snap exactly the same, but it's not, so we're going to have to be as precise as we can with the freeform. And then usually, to get the other side, I just do that. I duplicate it, or I select another roof piece, And then I just move it like that. And then I can delete the roof piece, and boom! You got it nicely mirrored onto the other side. Alright, I think I'm going to actually not use these, but actually use these. This will actually work better for these pieces here. And I will adjust that to where it's... I will adjust it to where there's no empty piece there. Alright, we'll just use a tiny piece. Like that. And we got a good start of this. That's looking really good. Okay, so I think that is going to work out for me. So now the tricky part is to make sure we select every piece involved here. Except I actually need to change this to where this is. Also this. Oh, I don't have angle snap on when I need to. Alright, we'll have the medium piece here. Go like that. Place the smaller piece at the bottom. And we can probably move this up to go there. And move this up to go there as well. Yeah, okay. Now we're ready to select our pieces. And we're going to try and do our best to select every one. We're going to get every one. I promise. There we go. We're going to do Control X. I'm going to bring it out to make sure everything copied, which it looks like it did. And the first step is we're going to attach it with all of these beams. That's the first thing we're going to do. And I'm going to put them in between beams as well. There's usually more than just these. And now it actually looks a little bit like a building under construction. A little bit. We're going to need some more support beams in the middle. As many as we can. But we're going to put some middle support structures in here as well. That way there is plenty of them. And our building will be nicely supported. Like so. Okay. So that's going to do and be nice for that. And we're going to get this roof heading on up here. And that's looking pretty decent, pretty good. I like that roof. Not a bad, not too shabby roof. Looking like a pretty good roof. Now I want to build a little bit of an operator's booth for this ride too. That way it's not just this plain white operator's booth. I want something a little bit better than that. Okay, so let's take these and see if we can place any extra beams, support beams, I'm going to place some support beams over here to support those, and I'm also going to change the grid size to support those. I don't really want to put one there. And then as for the gates, I can't really block the gates, so. Alright, I'll get rid of that one. I don't know if I want all those going across there like that. Maybe those can stay. Because we still have to do our other side here. Like so. So we still have to do these. So we will put those all the way across. And then we'll just copy and paste it around where we need to. So now we can click the side pieces here. And we're going to copy it across. And we just want to match it with the vertical beams. We got to have enough support to make sure that this is going to be nice and safe for our guests. Alright, are those poking through? Yeah. So that would be good there. And look at that. Look at that. Looking good. I think I might get rid of this beam though. I don't really like it. Like it being there, so. That will be cool. I think I'm going to change the color of the track as well. But right now we won't mess with that too much just yet. Alright, now let's work a little bit on the operator's booth. I'm going to start it off with just some wall pieces, simple wall pieces to get started. Kind of like that. I kind of wish I had a half piece to put over here, like that. And that's all that would be open. So that's going to be kind of... Oh, wait, I got an idea. Haha! Look at the genius here. I figured that out. I'm all by myself. I figured that out. Holy crap, I'm a genius. Not really. I'm sure a lot of people have figured that out. But anyways, I like just having a little bit of a cover there on the operator's booth. Maybe even make like a little fence here or something along those lines. And just put maybe a couple extra details. In fact, I'm going to put my own pieces of wood here. Kind of as a nice little wooden texture. We're going to change the height on these a little bit. Just to add a little bit of layer detail that looks pretty cool. Oops, I had to make a different height on that. That just looks a little bit better for me. And then just to top it off, I'm going to create kind of like this piece here. Kind of as a topper for this. Alright, so I want this to have kind of like a goldish tint to it. That's what we're going to do for that. Alright, maybe be able to do the middle one here. Tiny one. Right there. And that's a nice looking operator's booth, if I ever seen one myself. It gotta look good. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually place the entrance and exit. I'm going to do something interesting here, so pay attention to it. So we're going to put the exit of the ride. I usually put it around the center spot over here. And what I'm going to do is since I don't like the theming or anything of this, I'm going to try and cover it up by some pieces here. So I'm going to use these wooden planks to kind of create a nice exit for the ride. To try and change up the theming of it a little bit. I'll keep those little gates right there, but I'm going to cover these up. That way I can, it's still, oh gosh. That probably didn't sound good. That looks a little good, or a little bit better for my taste. And we're going to add tons of theming around here as well. Whoops. Ah. So we're going to build a transfer track. I don't know if I want to put it on this side or this side. If I put it over here, I'll have it I'll attach it to the station building. It'll come out just a little bit further. Just a tad, and we'll put it right there. Or I can put it on this side and kind of have the same kind of thing. Okay, so I want to build a fence now. So we're just going to kind of place this here. All right, those are too thick. These are good for, we can use these as the posts. Kind of like the posts for the fence. And then we'll get the thin piece of wood and have this go across kind of like this. Yeah. And I kind of want the same thing throughout here. So I'm going to we're going to build some posts here, and hopefully this will turn out how I'm hoping. So I'll try and just copy this and hope for the best. So I can raise that piece up just a little bit so it'll actually work as the post. And we're just going to create this fence around here. I can put this on the end, just at the edge, and that will work perfectly. So we have the exit here. I might make another platform there for the exit. We'll see how all this goes. So I kind of want to make some cubbies or some sort of thing on the exit side of the platform, just for realism purposes. Again, we're going for realism, and I'm gonna, instead of make my own, I'm gonna see if there's any good ones on the workshop before I make any. So if I can see if there's anything good. Items cubby. I don't know how big this is. It looks kind of large. Yeah, this one looks a little big. I can make my own real quick. They're not too hard to build. You can probably even make it out of a very easy Alright, I'm going to try and add another train here. We can actually run 3 trains. That's right, we can. Alright, let's do the delay of 45 seconds. Because I don't want it stopping at the top of the lift. Alright, so we'll also look into a lot of lighting stuff as well. So I'm going to build our cubbies here on the ground. Be a little bit easier for me. And we can make them out of wood pieces, or we can make them out of the art shapes. And, you know, I wanted to have that wood texture, so I'm thinking we're going to go with the wood pieces. I'm going to use these smaller ones. Wait a minute. Am I not editing the building? No, I'm not. Come on. We want to be in the editing of the building. Okay, so we're going to make some simple cubbies here. Make them a little bit like this. Actually, instead of doing that, we can do this. Pull them out in front. That way they're both completely even. I don't know how tall these are. Hopefully not too tall. And we're going to create these wooden cubbies. Like so. I hope the way I'm visioning it, the way I'm doing it right now will work the way I want it to. So we're just going to try and select all of these. Just deselect the end post. Do I have it selected? I can't tell. No, I don't have it selected, so we're good. Okay, so now I'll do that. And we'll create the bottom cubbies first. We just got to push these forward. I'm probably putting way too much thought into this, but it will be okay. A little bit thicker than I want them to be, but not much I can do about that. Okay. Ah, what did I do? Alright, I don't know how this is gonna turn out. Alright, so then should just have to do a little bit of this. And a little bit of this. And we got some nice little storage bins. We'll see how it turns out. So I'm just going to do a duplicate here. And they are a little big. That's what I thought. No, they're just raised up off the ground. That's what it was. We are going to put some right here. And some right here. Because most of them do have, like, you know, a cubby system where you can just put your loose articles in the cubbies and place them in there. So, yeah. Nice little cubby holes. Alright, one thing I needed to do is raise this piece up there. Excellent. And now I'm going to go cover up the entrance one as well. Because I don't care for these at all. Sometimes I wish we could actually build like invisible ones. So we didn't even need to have these like gates and stuff. Alright, we'll have that at the end of there. And I'm going to copy the fence. And we're going to move it on over to this side now. Put it on the edge. Bring it over just a little bit. And cruise it on down this way. There we go. And we got some nice fences, cubbies. Our station's looking pretty set so far. Looking pretty good so far. The only thing that I'm always concerned about is making the pathways out of these things. Making those look good. Because this is the entrance. That is the exit. And one thing I'm going to do is work really, really good on some lighting as well. So we want to make sure it's all lit up and pretty. So I can't have a crazy idea to go with the theme. We'll see how it fits or how it turns out. So I'm heading to the scenery. And I'm going straight to the gears. These are going to be interesting. They're going to be inspired by a couple of things. It's going to be kind of weird, but they are going to be inspired by a couple of things. I love how we can recolor these. You didn't used to be able to recolor these. I'm going to make a unique lighting system here. Trying to see if I can get there we go. That's what I wanted. I'm excited to use like a lot of gears and stuff too. Alright, I'm going to place it just right underneath here. And I'm going to place these inside. This one probably won't be right here. Alright, we're going to get a art shape here. Make this black. Because I kind of want a cylinder or a circular piece right here. I love the sound of it too. It sounds so cool. Click, 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 click. Try and center this up as much as I can. That looks pretty centered there. And then we're going to go into the lights. Let's see, I want to go to building lights. The thing about these is it's a little bit large, but that's okay. Gonna want these all facing the same way. That way, when I put them in place and copy them, they're all gonna fit perfectly the way that I want them to. Alright, now I need to test these in the dark as well to make sure they are going to work in the dark properly. In fact, I'm going to go to dark now just to see what color of light I want this to be. I don't really want it to be like normal light, I kind of want it to be that yellow light. Kind of that dark yellow. Okay, so go back to AM here. I'm going to try and use this cylinder first. Circular. No. That's what I thought. So I'm going to do that. But we're going to click on the larger part, maybe. Want that just under there. I want to add a little bit more detail to the little cylinder part there. What about the special effects? Let's see, we got ambience. Got smoke, steam. I kind of want to add a trigger, a fun trigger to the mix. Alright, that'll be cool. So what we're going to do is do the same thing here. Oh gosh. Camera, why? Why would you do this to me? Alright, I believe... Can we change the color of what it looks like? No. I'm just trying to make the cylinders not look too empty at the same time. Nope, I didn't want to do that one. I wanted to do that one. That'll be kind of cool. So, we're going to go ahead and go into the triggers here, make trigger sequence. I'm going to add a trigger. And I want this to, as soon as it rolls right out of the station, starts rolling out of the station, we're going to use these. And I think I'm going to do it the same to this as well. So when you start rolling out, the gears are going to start turning. Oh yeah, and you guys are talking about it, about the announcements for all the Six Flags parks today. I have to say it's better than last year. We can all at least, I think, agree on that. Oh, I didn't get that. Dag nabbit. I think that's all that's in there. Alright, we're going to want to put one here. I'm going to put one there. I'm going to do every other beam. Okay, I don't know if all those are going to be triggered by that. Nope. So we got to add the trigger to those. So let's add those, add trigger points, and we're going to do the same one, or edit the same one. Connect more objects to this trigger. Now we're not going to do the lights. We don't want to do the lights. Because, come on. Because the lights, we want those to stay on through the entire time. That way, at night, they are on. So, all right, we're going to confirm that. And if I push play, that's what they're going to look like when the train rolls out. And I kind of want to connect all of these together with like smaller gears. Ooh. That's a cool exit, right? I think it's cool. I kind of want to add like little smaller gears connected to these. So it looks like they're all pushing the same thing. So we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead to scenery and I'm going to type in the smaller. I'm going to look for the other gear. We have a smaller one here, an iron gear. Alright, we're going to try and make this the same color. And I want it flipped the way that would make sense. I'm going to place these just kind of like offset a little bit so it makes sense. Okay, so that will make sense. So we're going to place that one there. And we'll have these triggered as well. I kind of want to have them slightly offset too. So they're all kind of different. Just for fun. I think it would be turning that one the other way. In reality. Clickety clack. I don't know, maybe I should flip them around. Can I just flip them without it making any effect? Yeah, I can. So, alright, we're gonna go into the flying cam now. Fix this up. I want to put it in a place that's gonna fit more properly and realistically looking. So we're gonna need to flip this one around so it is actually rotating the correct way, physics-wise. We want them to rotate the correct way. Because attention to detail is important to me. Alright, that's a good spot right there. Almost. A good spot. Well, I guess we do want that one rotating that way. I just want physics to work correctly. Or be correct. I'm thinking too much about physics. The physics of things. That's where we want it. Okay, so that's rotating the right way now. Let's see if I can't possibly copy these guys. Alright, they're all rotating the correct way now, so that's good. We're going to try and fit these. It's so hard with the camera. Alright, so I'm actually going to want to flip these around as well. Oh gosh, not like that. Angle snap on. I'm probably thinking through this way too much just to get a cool effect. But it will be so cool. And it's okay if they're all slightly different. Alright, and then you can always see which way this one's rotating. Which one's this one's rotating. Did I do that wrong? Dagnammit. I surely didn't want to delete them. Okay, so maybe I can just turn those around. I keep doing this all incorrectly. Why is that weird? What? There we go. Probably because I used the wrong one. Okay, so that's rotating the right way. That's rotating the right way. We're on the right track. Oh, we still got like 2 more to go. Alright, need more on the other side. Alright, we'll take these over here. I'm going to put them over here a little bit. So we'll have them connecting a little bit with over here. So that one needs to be flipped. So we gotta flip this one around. I think my ability to do this is getting a little bit better. My ability with physics is getting better. Okay, and this one's got to be flipped. Okay, so I think it reverses every time, so if I copy these over here, they might be perfect? Maybe? Heck, I don't know. I can dream, can I? Okay, so this one is good, and that one's good. Yeah! Physics-wise, it's good. Now we just got to trigger these, so they won't move. So we will go to the trigger, edit trigger sequence, and we will do the same trigger sequence. And we would just connect the objects to them. And confirm. And done. Okay. So now none of them are going to move until the train moves. So it makes it look like these gears have to turn just to pull the train out of here. It's so cool. And I added just a little steam effect to make it look like, you know, there's pressure coming out, and it's going to be really neat. I hope. That's the goal. Just a nice little neat effect coming out of the station. So I love the sound effect too as you go out. Isn't it neat? Okay, let's take a look at what it looks like. Oh gosh, that's actually really awesome looking. That's a lot of light though. A lot of yellow light. Oh gosh, I hate it when it does that. Can't see now. Man, I gotta detail this building up just quite a bit more too. It's so cool though. Prepare to be amazed. Oh, here comes the barrel roll. Dun dun dun. Now I kind of want to change the color of the track to a gold color. Oh yeah. Like not necessarily yellow, kind of like a gold. I think what I had it on was pretty good. That looks sweet. Look at that gold track. I don't know how much color we can change to the Steel Vengeance trains, but we're going to take a look here. The theming of the train fits a little bit better, too. It's not necessarily a theme-punk train, but steampunk. Did I say theme-punk or steampunk? I don't know what I said. I don't think this is going to change anything. I think these are just here because they're here, and they don't actually change any color. Yeah. So we can't change the color of the trains, which is okay. It still matches it pretty well. And a question, will I upload this to the workshop? Absolutely. If I see fit, yeah, I think I will. I like the gears everywhere. I like the color of the track. It looks great. And then the addition just to the gears is going to be a really cool effect as you roll out of the station too. Alright, and then I kind of want to create some more lights over here just to light up the queue line just a little bit. So I'm just going to add some of these lanterns around. Because I like the lanterns. They're nice. Clickety-clack. Up the lift we go. Alright, see if that lights up the queue line just a little bit. Alright. That's a good start for that. Now it's time for the fun part, and that's probably starting the queue line. And so I'm going to select this grid. I want it squared off. And I'm going to build a ramp here. And that'll be a good start for that. We can continue just editing this, and we're going to do some nice wooden supports. To get started with this. Alright, we'll go there. Alright, now let's go ahead and we're going to get the size down. That way that will work out a little bit better, supporting wise. Alright, don't think I needed one at the end there. That looks good. Now we have a couple options here. We can use the end game railings, or we can actually create our own. Now we use the end game, which are always kind of boring. So we use railing on elevated and ground. It's going to look like that. Which for the elevated ones, I don't really mind. I don't mind using too much. But once we get to the ground, I kind of want to create some nice queue line here. I'm going to make it look like, oh gosh, like there's an extended queue line. So it looks like that parts can be opened and closed based off of the attendance. So but I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to add a cover over the walkway. We're going to turn that grid size off. And let's see if I can build something that will actually work here. See, if we go with the gentlest roof here, we can actually build it like this. Which is actually kind of neat. I don't know if there's a part I can use. I could do that. Actually, that actually doesn't look too bad. That way we have a cover for the bridge coming up. And now I'm thinking about doing something here. Making a path cover for the slanted areas. Just to add something different. Okay, so let's see if I can... It's probably going to be a nightmare trying to even select this. Yeah. That's what I thought. Unless I can deselect these guys. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm going to have to place them all manually, otherwise it's going to be ridiculous to try and copy that all the way down. So it's not going to happen that way. But I'm simply just trying to add some pizzazz to this so it's not just completely boring looking. We can actually get excited about a queue line. The way it's forming. Oh boy. That didn't work out the way I was hoping. Why? I might have to raise this up just a pinch. And hopefully it's not going to be noticeable. There we go. I think it might just be off just a pinch. Who knows? At least it looks to be that way. There we go. That is looking actually pretty decently awesome. Yeah. I don't know. I like that wooden panel texture, or whatever kind of thing you want to call it. I like it a lot. I'll bring you up here. Alright, that blends just fine, so I won't have any problem doing that. Except that one doesn't want to blend. For some reason. Looks like I gotta click the right one first and then go over to the left, and then it decides not to glitch afterwards. So that's fine. Whatever works, I suppose. Yeah. Looking cool, and I could probably, just to keep it up, maybe I can also add it here as well. Alright, I'll turn angle snap on. There we go. Alright, that's gonna be some fighting textures. I hate fighting textures. Can't always do anything about them though, sometimes. Sometimes they just gonna fight. Because they can. The trick is you can just like barely lift them up or down. Hopefully without noticing, and it can actually stagger them kind of well. yeah, that's that. Alright, let's, just to finish it off, let's do the top part up here as well. So anything we're doing, we gotta make sure it looks good. It actually helps if you, like, change the height or something. It actually will get rid of that fighting texture. Just a fun fact and thing to know. So after you pull it over, just pull it up or down and have it go over. And you might see a line or so, but hey, it gets rid of that awful fighting texture that just like blinks and spazzes out that we don't like. Now that is looking pretty awesome. I don't know if how I'm gonna keep this covered over here. I think there's a roof extension that we might be able to use. I don't know. Where I can actually make this, oh gosh, make this flat. But the only downside is that the arrows kind of want to be a little wonky here, because this isn't meant to be a flat piece, I don't think, like we're using it here. Alright, we will perfectly place this over here with no issues. Alright, maybe if I select 3 of these, it will be perfect. No, maybe. Oh, there we go. Alright, that will actually work out, which is awesome news for me. I'm actually going to move these over slightly, so that's connected to that. And then I kind of want to continue the... Oh, it's too big. Darn it. That's okay, though. We're okay. We get through this together. Now that's a great start to that. Try and add a bit of theming along that with the queue line. That's what's going to be really neat. That's going to be the goal. I want to create like this really cool area. I want to create an awesome, this awesome steampunky kind of entrance. Of course, I have never really made any steampunk themed things before, so I'm very excited. Alright, we're going to start off with some wooden posts. And the entrance is going to go right through there. As I kind of want to have it like a building as the entrance. And then the queue line is going to be all over here and such like that. And we'll make it all work out. At least, hopefully. put some of these posts out here, which will be holding up a roof. I'm gonna build more of a building here. And we'll add lots of different things here for awesome realism purposes. $846. Okay, so I think, what was the limit on blueprints? Is it 6,000 or 4,000? I think it's 4,000. I can't remember. I kind of wish I would remember, because I don't know right now. Alright, so we have lots to do to make this building appropriate the way that we want it. Alright, I don't want those windows. Kind of want those windows. With some... couple of awnings over these. Alright, we need to think of a name. It has a steampunk theme, but I need some help with the name of it. In fact, I'm going to look for some inspiration. We're going to go to Google Images, and I'm going to try and find some steampunk ideas here. Oh gosh. Let's see if I can't find some steampunk buildings. Something that catches my... hopefully something that catches my eye. That'll make me go, I keep, like, using the wrong keyboard. That's cool. Alright, I'm gonna try and add... Twisted Gear, Wicked Gear, Gear Storm. Twisted Gears. Wow, that sounds like something that Six Flags would come up. It actually doesn't sound bad though. Steamroller, Smoky Gears. So we constantly got that steam and gear thing going on. Of course. But just keep commenting some really cool names, and I'm constantly looking at them. Just because I don't say them doesn't mean I'm not looking at them. So I am looking at them. Man, I'm actually very proud of this creation. Not gonna be bad. Not gonna lie. I want to put a little bit of theming throughout the ride too. But I'm going to put the entrance sign right here in the front. And we're going to make a really cool entrance sign with like gears on it and everything. That's going to be really cool. Alright, got a line to surface to on. Man, I have to work tomorrow and I don't know what time it is, but I don't care. It's probably a bad thing, but I don't care. Alright, so we're going to have some really cool... Ooh, we're going to have some cool theming stuff throughout the queue line. So I'm seeing some pretty interesting names so far. Keep them coming. One thing's for sure, I want something really kind of like original as well. Alright, so this is going to be the place where the sign goes for the name of the ride and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and find some of those gears. And it's definitely going to be part of our logo here. Trying to make them like different colors too. We're gonna have to flip you around because physics makes it has to mean something. For a realistic coaster. For some reason. Alright, we'll have to rotate it around. See if I can put this one here in between these two, actually. Make it a different color. Kind of like that. Kind of dark brown grayish color. I wish they had a couple of different sized gears. Well, how come you didn't read my comments? Because well, I can't read everyone's comments. And you don't know if I didn't read it just because I didn't say it. So alright, let's see. Need one more big one right over here. And we'll change the color of it. Ooh, bright yellow kind of looks good. If I put another bright yellow one somewhere else. Otherwise it could get a little too much attention. Alright, I don't want to overdo it, but I want just enough. Alright, and then we'll have one big one pulled out a little bit as well. Oops. So many gears. I got it. Where is these? I got the perfect name. Because this logo reminds me of something. Yeah. I'm just kidding. I'm not going with the name. I'm just joking around. Because that's what it reminds me of. Like the gears anyways. But I'll use it as a placeholder for now. And I'll actually put a real or an actual different color on there. For the future. But that would be a cool entrance. Again, just a placeholder, not the actual name of the ride. And in fact, it's already taken. Are you guys... is this thing on? I just said it's just it's just temporary. It's not going to be the actual name of the ride. Just the logo with the gears actually made me think of that logo, so that's just going to be a placeholder name for right now. Until we get the actual name in there. because this certainly isn't the SDC spinning coaster at all. I like it. It's gonna look cool. That's gonna be a neat entrance. I just like watching the train flow through the ride. It looks so nice. Man, I'm excited for the queue line because we're gonna theme it up awesomely. We're gonna have all these like pipes and gears, everything going through there. Gosh, my light was against my knee and it was burning. And I was like, that's not good at all. That's not a good thing at all. Okay, so how do I begin? Where do I start? I don't know if that's going to be... No, it's not. So what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and split this from the building. Sink it down below. And then we'll edit the building. And I'm going to create a queue line for this before we even build the queue line. So the entrance, you're going to start out in this place, this building, this area. That's where we're going to start. And it's going to have some neat little things on the roof and everything. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack. Okay, so now we're going to make a wooden fence post. So we're going to make a post first. Okay. Alright, so that's going to be our fence. Nice, right? I'm thinking about adding it like that. Yeah. We'll do it that way. So to get started, you're going to make an immediate turn. Actually, need it like that. Like so. And just so this also has this feature on the door, on the entrance, we'll do that. Alright, so we're just getting started. So this queue line's going to circle around a little here, kind of zigzag a little bit. Alright, so this one will need an end post there. That's a good start. That's going to be a good start. We'll start you out to there. Alright. Alright, how much of this room do we have left? This. Okay. So we are going to put you there. Put you there. And we're just going to zigzag this building around just a little bit. So we got it right where we want it. Okay, so we'll need another one. Except I copied it wrong. We want to rotate. I'm going to rotate it this way. And then this can be like that. Okay, so we got our first pattern for our first section of queue line from the entrance building. So it's going to zigzag around here and come out this door. And then we're going to have more out over here. But before we get too far, I'm going to create the start on the roof of the building just a little bit. So the roof is going to be neat. I want it to have this along with something like that. Alright, so now we're going to create that wonderful skeleton with these pieces. Spooky, scary skeletons. Now, with these, I can actually use this color. So we're going to start it off that way. Ooh, theming. Alright, so we're going to be going to here and moving this down here. And we'll just copy this to the other side. Same way we did earlier. Alright, angle snap. Turned on. Alright, looks like this got pushed forward a little bit, so I'm going to push it back behind that. And that's going to go like that. Will I ever ride the coaster? I rode it at the beginning of the stream. But I'm currently working. We're working on getting this to where it needs to be. Oh, that's not gonna work. For whatever reason. That's okay. We can just do this. I'm making sure there's plenty of supports for this. Ah. Alright, so now I'm going to have to do the same thing with this one up here. We'll get the smaller piece for it. Get the angle snapped off so we can get the accurate measurement. But we place it right there. Haha. And since I want the other one placed perfectly, I'll just do that. And delete that. And then we just gotta push it back. Way back. To there. And our skeleton is ready. I'm actually going to move this back out of the way. And we are going to select every single piece here and build our skeleton piece for this building right about now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place one there. And we're going to place one in the middle. And then we're going to go in between these two. Doesn't have to be the 100% perfect, but we're going to get it as perfect as we possibly can. And then we'll go in between each of these. The main reason why I do these skeletons is because they're going to be showing on the inside of the building. So you're going to be looking up and they're going to be there. Now should I do one more? I want to have like a lot of different things hanging from these as well. So it also goes along with the theming at the same time. Since it's a larger building, we'll add another one in the mix. That way everything's well supported. We're just going to spam these. And this is going to be an easy 100% queue-lined themed building. Alright, so first we'll move it, and then we will duplicate it till we're covered. Alright, I was thinking about putting the wall pieces here, covering the ends up here. I gotta change the grid height here to fit this. I mean, I like having the openings, but for the front, probably gonna want it covered up. I think I'll keep the openings on the sides here. They look kind of neat. Alright, that way, on the inside of the building, you're going to be in this queue line, going to look up, and then there's going to be a lot of different things that we're going to place on, actually place on these beams. It's going to be really cool. So we're going to put in, I want to first add some like different ropes just hanging from these. Alright, so let's get a couple of other different ones. Oh gosh, we're in the gears now. Alright, so we're gonna have some different little combinations here. So we're gonna put these in here. I don't want it to put too many in here, but enough to get us started with theming here. So that's gonna be cool. And And we have... Oh yeah, good idea. I just said go from beam to beam. That's actually a good idea too. Well, some of these might not line up very well. Eh. Alright, we can actually do this one here. This is the rope that's probably going to work the best out of all of them. So I'm going to put a couple of these around. See if I can't use a small one at all. I'm gonna make it look like it's against the there. Alright, so I'm gonna do the same thing for this one. That way I can actually use this one going from this way. Because we're gonna do it kind of like that. Couple of different ropes. I already got an idea for this one. You are going to be hanging this above. Alright, it's not going to be perfect, but it will work. I'm actually gonna there's another one over here just to help out, help support it. Because I kind of want some of these ropes to actually be holding some stuff up. Kind of like that. It'd be so cool. Oh, okie dokie now. What other stuff can we put in here? Let's just change the filters to scenery theme. And Western's going to be actually a very popular one here. We're going to want some metal pieces just laying around. Let's get a shorter one and a smaller one over here. And that can be rolling around too. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. So we got the start of this going around. We're just going to have to definitely get the queue line to leap around there a little bit. And it will all work out, hopefully, really nicely. Kind of neat that is. It's going to be cool. I'm just going to add these really neat things on the wall. Let's change that first color to that. There we go. Okay, and then one of my favorite things I was looking forward to, was creating some pipes around. Which is under a different thing. Got the Planet Coaster theme. Let's see, is it under sci-fi? Apparently not, but I like the ventilation stuff as well. We can change the color of these too. Okay, so we just getting started. Okay, so Festive Pirate wouldn't be under Pirate. Surely it's under something. It's not part of buildings, is it? Just might be. For all I know, it probably is. Who knows? So we're just gonna press. It is. Of course it is. We're gonna go to this color. We got a nice dark silver. Darn it. You're probably change. Okay. As long as you don't change the color, change color on me, I'm okay with that. Alright, so you're gonna go here and connect with this one. Alright, there's not a cross one, is there? But what would happen if I did it this way? Alright, and this one's gonna go down. I just want to, we're gonna be creating some nice complicated piping systems of sorts. Doosh. Alright, so we're gonna do this. Place these here. At least try to. So I'm gonna go through the wall. Yeah, it is. But that's okay. Because then I can make outside theming. Hooray for outdoor theming. Okay, so we're just gonna build this way. This will look hopefully really cool in the end. to get in. Alright, you're going to travel across here. But we're going to have break-offs to where you are. I actually want that poking out just a little bit for fun. I'm actually gonna do something kind of neat. So we're gonna have this here, and I want to build like a steam kind of thing, and and I'm gonna trigger it that it only goes off when the train goes out. That'll be kind of cool. It'll be a neat little thing. We're just kind of these pipes like heading outside it as well. It'll be cool. I hope. I hope. Am I still editing this building? Why can't I click on anything? Oh. That would be why. We got it. We'll have this one actually go through the fence and head onto the ground. Where am I at? All the gear sounds. It's so cool. Alright, and we'll have a pipe going up here. Ah, the controls. I'm trying to control it as best as I can. When I'm done, will I be posting it on the workshop? Yes. Yes, I will. I will definitely do that. Alright, this is starting to come out like a really cool themed area. I'm very excited for this queue line. It's gonna be cool. Like, this is just the first part of the queue line. So, lots to look forward to there. Alright, so we're gonna create all these just on the outside. Whew! Hard at work. But I like how these are turning out. It's gonna hopefully be a fantastic sight to see. So what we're gonna do now, let's ride this baby again. Haven't seen it with the gold rails yet. Woo. Well, I'm not done with the pipe yet, so I didn't forget it, I just haven't done it yet. I was just taking a break from it. From pipe work. It's looking good. Let's do a interest point of view, so like off-ride. See how it looks. It says Steel Vengeance at the front, but it's not Steel Vengeance. Should be moving any second. Here we go. Ah, those gears are so cool. Let's do some cinematic shots. Yeah. Straight down. Yeehaw. Oh gosh, we're going through beams. And a barrel roll finale. My friends are these guys right here. Some people call them dummies, but I don't. Hey, 6.86, it actually went up. Probably because we're adding more theming around the ride, like special effects and stuff like that. Maybe we can get it up to 7 by the end. Maybe, but we'll see. I love how it does have the green across the board. That's one thing I'm proud of, definitely. The duration's actually surprised me. I figure it feels like it's a longer ride than that. It feels longer than 84 seconds. But that's just what I think. I thought the ride felt long. It seemed longer. I love that roll right there. It's so cool. And the second roll just kind of complements it very well as well. As well. Oh, they have the names on the trains. This one's Blackjack. Does the other one actually say something different? I wonder. No. They both say Blackjack. I was like, I wonder if one says Wild One or other things. That would have been neat, but no, it's just Blackjack. Only Blackjack. Okay, we'll do another POV just for the people that haven't seen it yet. And then we'll go from there. I want to add a little bit of theming throughout the ride too. I think that would be fun. Huh. That roll. That other roll. Lots of rolls. A wave turn. Outside bank turn. Nice. Looking incredible. Alright, I better save because I haven't saved in a while. I'm also going to change, not that, but these a little bit. See, I wish it wasn't highlighted while I try to color them. I'm trying to change the color of the wood so it looks a little bit new. That looks cool. Alright, we'll change this as well. I believe that's the cross beams. Yeah. Oh wow, black cross beams. Actually look really cool. I actually want to experiment a little bit with this now. Oh. Oh man. Oh, it looks so cool. With a gold track. The black looked really cool. Maybe not that black. Or does that pop out too much? Because I give it a little brownish tint too. Take a look at it from here. Ooh. That looks pretty cool. That's pretty poppy. That color scheme's pretty poppy. Just kind of pops right out at you. Golden tracks with the kind of like the copper brown ledgers. And the nice, good looking brand new wood. I like it. Alright, we're going to save one more time since I changed the color. And press OK. Okay, so let's see what we've done so far. So we got to lead that pipe still a little bit, obviously. There's a lot more pipes I want to add as well. Alright, so one thing I want to do real quick. Let's go ahead and add the effect here. We gotta go to scenery and special effects. Let's go, we want ambience. With no filters, of course. Alright, so we're going to hit this, and now we are going to back to the triggers, edit trigger sequence. We're going to go back to this one, and we're going to add another trigger. Actually, no, we don't want to do that. I want to connect, I didn't mean to click that, I meant to click connect objects to trigger. So I can get this over here, down maybe. There we go. That way, I'm going to make it where it only goes off when the train goes by. Or train leaves the station. Like that. To make it feel like it's taking all this power just to move all this pressure and power to pull the trains out of there. Yeah. That'll be a neat addition. Man, we're just getting started on this queue line too. Like, I'm not even done inside this building yet. There's a lot more I want to add. A lot more I still want to add inside here. Still got to do lighting and different things like that as well. And then we also have to actually build the line into there. And we're going to have probably another queue line section somewhere in this area as well. Maybe an outdoor section. Possibly. Or maybe just kind of like a slightly covered section as well. Who knows? We'll see how it all turns out. But I'm very excited. It's going to look so good. Isn't it going to look great? I already love the color scheme. It looks so cool. And then with the wood looks brand spanking new. That's brand spanking new wood. So it looks like a new coaster. Awesome. So this is all still a work in progress, so keep that in mind. And it's going to be an amazing work in progress. So anyways, I think I'm going to leave this episode here. We're going to get back into this and hopefully finish it up hopefully pretty soon, sooner rather than later. I don't want to, we'll get into the third episode next. I don't want to do more than 4 or 5 episodes, 5 at the absolute most. There's no way we're going to probably get to 5. But, so the next episode, we're going to probably finish up the queue line and everything and do a little bit more of that. And then the final episode, or the episode, probably if we do another episode after that, will be mostly theming throughout the ride and different things like that. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe for more amazing, awesome content like this. I hope you guys are enjoying just this quick little series. It's just something that's going to be done like that. It's not going to be a series that will last for a long time. So it's just going to be a quick series to build this awesome new coaster, or realistic looking coaster that I'll probably add to the workshop, so you guys can check it out more in detail yourself later on. So anyways, I will catch you guys next time. Make sure you have a great day and even cooler tomorrow, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video or live stream. So I'll catch you guys next time. Goodbye.